3, 2, live.
Farts. Old farts. Two old farts. Steve and Dave. Sometimes you find a diamond in the rough. Not this time, though. This is just rough. Two old farts. There is no better waste of time. Two guys. Two old guys. A lot of BS and more drivel than you can shake a stick at. Steve and Dave. God help us.
Oh, that God guy comes into our shows all the time. You guys, we should get paid on that. I'm just saying.
Well, I've worked it out. I've worked it out now, Steve. He's actually dyslexic, and it's the Dog Club of America. That's what it is.
Nice.
So dog help us.
And the nice thing is that they wear fedoras and they play poker and they smoke cigars and drink scotch. So right away, I like that.
Yeah, but that's on a Thursday, isn't it? Because you play poker and smoke cigars and drink scotch with the lizard people on Fridays, I think.
Right. So on Thursday we have the dog people. Fridays the lizard people. It's very exciting. And talking about God, our guest that's going to be joining us here shortly. He's painted God. He's painted God. Yes, and his artwork. He is
he's incredibly talented.
Very talented,
and we own one friend of the show.
He was guest number 6.
Okay,
he's one of our top 10 guests, and we've purchased something from him for my wife for Valentine's Day, and she absolutely loved it. So. We're very, very happy with our acquisition.
So divorce is off the cards now then, and it's all...
So this week until I do something stupid again, and then I have to,
buy another painting.
Buy another painting. So there you go. So should we introduce our guest, Mr. David?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Please, no, you're going to say his name properly because it's that...
I was going to say his name properly. Yes, well, for those people who have not seen any work from this gentleman, wake up, smell the coffee. He is going to be one of this century's greatest European artists. It's Mr. Corne Akkers.
And there he is.
Hello.
Hi,
Corne.
Good to see you
again. It's been a while, but I speak to you, almost on a weekly level, on a daily level, but only through WhatsApp. And once in a while, we'll get to see each other again online and through this lovely medium. So, welcome back. And
welcome back to you.
Yeah,
welcome to you, and thank you for taking the time out today. Last time you were with us, you actually painted a girl live, not the girl per se, but you painted a live model.
Yeah.
And so, and what treats do we have today?
Well, the girl that I painted, this was just an Alma Tadema theme, and it's not finished yet because we artists don't trust it for our words, but because when we say we'll finish something, then it takes another while, and something happened in between. I told you that I'm working as an art teacher at Studio Brugman in Voorburg, which is a town nearby, and this is where I daily work. And they happen to have opened up a complete restaurant. And one day in September, there was this lovely girl, which is the daughter of the people, the woman attending to this restaurant, and she was happening to sitting in a very beautiful chair with a green dress, and I thought, well, this is something that I would like to paint because she was looking very gorgeous and in a very maybe kind of kitsch armchair, and I thought, well, this is something that I really would like to do, and this is what I've been up to since November last year, and it's almost completed. So you jump right into, and this is a kind of world premiere. She hasn't only seen one still that I sent her quickly, but this is the whole shabam, and there's only a couple of things to correct, and you will be seeing it right now on this channel.
Very cool.
Are you
but-
ready for it? Are you ready?
Whenever you're
but
ready, my friend, we'll take a look at it.
Right in, and I'll tell you later as we go on what the more deeper theme will be, which this will be astonishing for you as well.
Corne, when you say there's only a couple of things, it's normally like lots of things that you're going to finish.
Now it's a couple of things because basically I'm fed up doing this one because I want to return to the other one, which I promised you and myself a long time ago. But they will be finished this autumn, both of them. I'm pretty sure. So I'll show you.
Well, give yourself some time.
Sorry, spring, autumn. This spring. So this spring. Okay. Okay. Here will. I'm not sure. I have to reverse the camera. Can I do that? Let me show.
You can. This is why we like. This is why we like our live broadcast.
Because
we don't edit.
I like to don't see myself, but just flip the camera. Can I do that with camera? No.
Yes, there you go.
Yes,
almost.
Yeah.
No, not with that one.
Not with that one.
I have to flip the screen. Do you know how to do that?
Do you know how to flip the screen, Mr. David?
Is it
she might. She can when she chats. But
I don't think you can flip it. I think you're going to have to just take it and just turn it around.
I will do it this way then.
The old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way. This is
very pretty
video.
That's gorgeous.
This is a very realistic painting, and we'll show you what I'm trying to do with this one. I'll show you. I'll just guide you through. With a kind of wide leather chair, which is almost something coming from a trailer home, but I like it. It's too strange to talk. And there is this Ukrainian sub theme in it, which I very much like to do because there was a Ukrainian band performing in this restaurant. Where I teach next door in my studio, and they were just making kind of a beneficial show for collecting money, and there was the special thing about the about this band because the people in it, and I will flip it just to be able to tell the story more.
Sure.
A relaxed way. There were men playing in this band, and they 2 days later they already were returning to the front again, just to fight to the Russians. And I thought, while this was happening in the restaurant where she works, and already had had her put on linen. I thought this was, too good to be true. Also to include into the painting, because there's nothing more boring than paint a beautiful woman on on white chairs. And I thought, while I can have the whole, show the whole shabam of kind of opulent look with beautiful dress, beautiful woman, beautiful chair, I can also make it a deeper theme, because it's all about peace and all about peace in our times, and fighting fascism, not the Ukrainians but the Russians, and I like to include that in the painting as well. And to be frank, I just also was exploring how far I could dive into creating something beautiful almost on the brink of kitsch. I like just exploring this realm, because something can be also too beautiful, but when I include this Ukrainian theme as well, then I had some excuse just to do that even further. So this is what I was up to the last month, really. Yeah.
So Corne, so the lady is beautiful then, and the chair is kitsch. Is that right? Is that the way we're looking at it?
Right. Yeah. And I had this idea we all know Kill Bill, right? Of Quentin Tarantino.
Right.
And the idea, what was actually brilliant of his, was to create the ultimate kitsch, by making a B movie script and let it perform by beautiful and great one of the best artists in the world, Uma Thurman, Dave Carradine, and I thought this simply beautiful just to have a kitsch theme, make it very, very grand, if you know what I mean. Because in realistic art, things can turn very ugly, very bad, very, very, very quickly. By showing too much or being too opulent, being too beautiful, it can turn into kitsch. But if you take kitsch one step further, it becomes beautiful again. So this was kind of crazy idea that I had. And
this is a world premiere then, because we're now actually hearing the world famous Corne Akkers, who's now saying, giving up the world of fantastic art, I'm just going to do kitsch. So there you go, world exclusive.
Kitsch to the max, and and make it beautiful again.
Corne, is this a commission piece then with the girl or not?
Well, not really. They like me doing it, but I thought, from a I consider her to be a colleague, and all these people in the restaurant and from the shop and the people that I work with, art teachers, we're all our colleagues now. So basically 20, 30 people are working there, and I thought, and it was a very long time ago that I had a piece of me hanging there. And people sometimes ask me, okay, I see all these, the temporary exhibition and where they can see your work. And well, my work is always transported, shipped to outside of UU. And well, I thought, I just want to have one artwork, be there in the restaurant where I daily go to, and when if asked, I can show, well, this is one of our works, and also to support them, because the restaurant is the newest feature in our collective of shop and studio, and so I thought, well, just to be generous and just give them one of my works, and so this will be beneficial for the both of us, I think.
Yeah.
And
so lots of very disappointed people now because they won't be able to buy it. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, I'm not sure, but I came to paint a beautiful woman as well, and next to my regular model, but don't tell her, please. So she will be because models have this tendency to become jealous of one of to another, because they see other models on the easel and they say, "Who is that woman?" Well, I painted her. But does she model for you too? Yeah, she models for me too. And so. But models do have this darker side to them, and
he's a modern day Hugh Hefner. He's got worried about all the hot chicks he's going to paint.
Yeah,
they don't fight. Love it. That's a problem I would like to have, is to worry about all the hot girls I have to paint fighting each other, because So that's a tough life.
Corne, you're probably having difficulty hearing me because there's lots of violins going off in the background here.
No, in fact, I hear you rather well. So, okay, right, okay,
yeah. We have no. Just so you know, that we have no empathy for you here at all. I mean, it's like hard. You're like surrounded by beautiful women, and you're arguing over who's more beautiful. Yeah, that's a tough life.
But please don't be, because I have to pay them. So and
Oh,
well,
okay.
not this girl, because this was done voluntarily, but the other ones I have to pay. But even though they tend to become a little bit jealous and be an exclusive model for me alone, but I consider this a business model, and don't get romantic because I don't have the time. I have to paint. Yeah.
Painting is true. And just so you know, even if they weren't models, and if you're dating them or married to them, you still have to pay them, my friend. It's just the way it works.
Well, maybe this will be more beneficial for my wallet because I don't have to pay them anymore.
There you go.
Maybe
it's
then again,
cheaper, and
to.
right. But the nice thing is, this is cheaper, and then when you're done with them, so to speak, you can sell them legally because they're on a canvas. When you're,
Right.
so
Yeah.
it's a good, it does. You actually come out ahead.
Yeah, this has become a very strange Me Too discussion because I can sell women, but I can
Yes.
create them. So right, so that's just
Yeah, it is. Yes, because you can't do it in the flesh. Apparently, that's illegal. Go figure. So, but you can sell them as long as they're on a canvas. So there you go.
Right.
And
Yeah. Well,
your paintings that you send. Yep. But your paintings that you send us, the roundism and the landscape and the realism and surrealism and absolutely gorgeous, which we post every day on all our social media, and people love it.
Yeah.
So I mean, the stuff is absolutely gorgeous. So, and I know because we have one of them now at the house, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a little
officially
etching.
one of my collectors now. So that's well, unfortunately, it's not the first time that I've been to Austin, not in real person, but through my artworks, because there are already two in Austin as well. I sent them in the past, and I think I might doing 24 states now. I'm hanging in 24 states of the USA, and
Nice.
Congratulations.
So that's I even got the Trump states in for me. Last time I saw one to an elderly lady who happened to be a real estate broker and a Trump activist in where is the Grand Ole Opry? That's
Tennessee, Nashville,
right.
Tennessee.
That's the one. Yeah. So, but she actually bought a nude of me. So that's something that I admire of her, and just
Very
be
nice.
able to. Well, I didn't tell her about my political views, but she wasn't holding back buying one of my artworks. So that's quite nice. Yep.
Well, I will say this, and and I know this for years, but unfortunately, unless you see this in person, I mean, it's very pretty on YouTube and it's pretty in our social media and your social media, but when you see it in person, it just blows you away. Like when the etching, my wife, she commented, gorgeous. And I was like, oh, I know what to get her for Valentine's Day. Like, I don't have to do not a lot of heavy lifting here. And when we got it, it's no bigger than this, like this notepad, like it's no bigger than this.
It's
but
A4,
absolutely gorgeous. The detail and to figure that somebody with a pencil, if you will, and just drew, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So she's like getting it framed, the whole thing, and I'm like, okay. And it's one of one, right? No one else will have it. She loves it, and so it was very cool. So no, when you see everything in person, it's the smile. It makes you, your eyes just light up. And so that's basically his work. So they can't appreciate it from the distance.
Well, these graphite pencil drawings always have been the core of my art, because I started doing them from age 2.
Okay.
So I'm now 53. So basically, it's half a century now that I drew, and even though I was a lawyer and did my study, and I always drew throughout the years, and basically doing one per week, and I feel sometimes kind of like a Forrest Gump, just keep right on going, this is what I do for a living, and all these drawings are just pre-studies for oils to come. But since I'm doing drawings every week and doing paintings every week, I'm just behind schedule, I think. But perhaps one day I catch up and do all these things. But not always every drawing will be as good as the previous one. But especially the one David, Stephen has now. I will execute them in this one in oil as well this year, I think, because I like the concept with these wavy things and the coloration curves, and this is something that I would love to do because it also fits in my new style called the Neo Deco as well, because I'm trying to shift names from roundism to which I prefer more is like a deco thing, like Art Deco.
Wow. It's going to be deco kitsch then. That'll be the new
thing. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, deco, arty farty deco kitsch. Yeah,
arty farty deco kitsch.
Arty farty.
That's a world premiere. Arty farty
deco kitsch. Yeah, just let it all hang out like a crazed Liberace art or something like this. Yeah, but I had this. I came up with this title Neo Deco, which is described my work I think a little bit better, because this is what I'm all about, like doing the craft, add that to modern art again, because modern art has been deprived from skills and real craftsmanship. And I would like to roll out this Neo Deco thing as a working title, just to be able to also do this drawing that Stephen bought, and do this in a kind of art decorative style, and see what happens. Yeah. So that's my new resolution for this. What do you say?
Why? I mean, I love deco. It's one of my absolute favourite periods. But why are you slightly obsessed with it as well?
Well, I can tell you a couple of things about that, because basically where we live in now is a world, an art world in confusion. Everything goes. Everything is concept art is really not gone away yet. So there's nothing. We have Neo Rauch and Nicole Eisenman, in New York, who was in the Gemeentemuseum here in Holland and The Hague. And when I look at it, I don't understand it. It's I don't understand the narrative. It's very weak. Also Neo Rauch. I couldn't understand what he's trying to say, and from the description on the plaquettes, I could understand that he couldn't understand it either. Just do something randomly, and I thought we also live in a world where you see an endless repetition of logos. McDonald's of each and every kind of supermarket, branch logos that we have the Albert Heijn here, and you have Walmart. You show all this endless repetition of ugliness, and I thought it's time to fest a new kind of thinking art again, just to return to where things just were beautiful, beautiful masonry, in architecture, styles, things like cast iron balconies, in Jugendstil, and it's all gone now. And sometimes you see a house, an old house from the 1900s, somewhere in The Hague here, and this is a pearl amidst ugliness, and I thought have to connect to this because I can't relate to post World War II art anymore. I've never done that because I'm not an abstract expressionist like Willem de Kooning or Jackson Pollock for that matter. And I always have been drawing and painting in a figurative way, always attracted to so-called modernists, people from 1880 to 1930, from Man Ray to Monet and back and to Van Gogh and all these people. And I just like a good styling, combined to a great narrative. And I can't find it anymore in today's art. And I go all to these museums of modern art here in Holland and in Belgium and just around the corner. And I don't go back to home in a very charmed way, a little bit, disappointed maybe. Whereas when I visit galleries and museums that offer me these modernist paintings 100 years ago, I always return happy. And I thought I have to really push this further and just write spicy art statements about that, returning to beauty again, returning to art that shows that the artist can really do something and not doing something randomly on paper and then maybe it turns out to be something or not, because you don't do that on a piano as well, because people will flee away if you just bash the piano just randomly, and that's art. And this is something that has been creeping into visual art after World War II, and I'm here to stop that.
Well, we love your stuff. So when you paint that painting,
Yeah.
let me know, because that may be an interesting addition.
Yeah. Well, it's in line somewhere next to the Almatanema one, the big piece, because that's So that's just a couple of my ideas. Just
Corne, outside of the US, then where's your art going? Would you say it's outside, mostly
England
outside of the EU?
England is a big market for me,
Wow.
especially in the surroundings of London, of course, because that's where the money is. Quarters like Mayfair, where rich people dwell, but also Oxfordshire, Cornwall, and strange enough, Aberdeen, up north.
Yeah. Oil money. Lots of oil money in Aberdeen.
Yeah, not places like Manchester, in the midst. That's not something that but Cambridge and this so that a couple of hundreds of drawings already there, just like in the States. And France is a market, Germany, and the Emirates. So that's and China and Australia. Well, okay, that's it. And Russia. Well, I've been watching Russia. I see that in Google Analytics daily, but I think rich Russians only buy hookahs and Ferraris and expensive boats, and not my art. Well,
but you could paint that for them, and then they would buy your art.
Yeah, like kitsch.
Kitsch, well,
it could be
Russian kitsch. That's Russian kitsch.
Well,
there you go.
Yeah, well, I maybe expensive kit, but I think we citizens of the European Union can't ship our art to Russia anymore, because that's there is a ban on that. I thought, but I already had a couple of contacts with Russian trolls, because my latest drawing was the pre-study of, actually kind of premonition of the painting within the painting of the statue of the mother of the motherland monument. That's what it calls in Kiev. and I had this the slogan of peace, justice, fearsomeness, and creativity. And I thought, well, this could be make up a nice logo for post Ukraine, for Ukraine after the war, to rebuild Kiev and introduce that slogan. And I also replaced on the shield the actual Soviet Union logo by the trident. I will show you, because you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Can you see it here?
Yeah. Yes.
So that's one, and there's here in Ukrainian language, this is Justitia, and there's Mir, peace. And can you see it? Because I can't see if you can't see it.
Yes, we can see
Okay.
the language,
So,
and we can see the statue.
And as a consequence, I was commentated in some social media by Russian trolls. But well, this is what happens to Nazi people and that kind of rhetoric. So I hit a jackpot. Meeting some Russian trolls, and when I clicked on the profiles, they were gone already. So they were
Wow.
tracked very quickly by Meta, I think. So they were just removed very quickly. So yeah, but Russia is not a market for me, but the other ones are, and Africa doesn't count. I have two works in South Africa, but not in Holland. I don't.
We have a whole bunch of fans in South Africa. We'll have to tell them all about you. So.
Yeah, there are a couple of two or three, and some prints, but also only in South Africa, because the other countries, not into the art market yet, I think. But
right.
Yeah.
So that's what this show is all about, right? To bring you to the world. So
yeah.
Sorry, David.
Corne, how will you feel if I sort of steal your artistic thunder by putting all your artwork into an AI program and saying it's all mine?
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is that I have the originals, so if I can sell them, they have to go through me. And as a matter of fact, I put my work through an AI calculator, and they look very bad, not just like mine. And I don't think that a program can recreate my work very quickly. And if someone was very interested, they have to buy the original through me. So that's I'm not very worried yet. So,
but would I qualify as an artist in your world if I was just producing AI art?
Well, I'm not sure. I've never thought about it, but you're rearranging something that was invented by an artist. So I'm not sure. Would you call yourself an artist, David? So that's up to you. I'm not sure if I'm even an artist, because people call me that way, but just like to paint and draw. So I make money from it. But I'm not telling that I'm a professional artist, because I'm a happy child, drawing and painting on a daily level. That's what I do. And what other people will call themselves, I'm not very interested in. So please go ahead.
My friend, you are an artist. You are a master.
Absolutely.
So for people that haven't seen your work, you send us a piece of art every single day for the last almost a year. So they can go on Two Old Farts on the YouTube channel or the VIP, and they can see all your art, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Well, for the moment, I won't be stopping, because I have so many more to post, because This will add up to I think 1,200 showable pieces. And
nice. We got 3 more years of
you're
art
not,
then. That's
you're
great.
not getting rid of me yet very soon. So
That works.
will,
That works, my friend.
But you hold the record, Corne. You hold the record, and quite rightly so, for the most amount of views from anything that we've ever posted.
okay.
55,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great.
So,
So I will just continue, and we artists don't lead a very exciting life. We just keep on growing, just like old oaks, very steadily. And if you don't hear from me, then you should be worried. But I'll be in my studio on a daily basis, and just
you do realize,
happy that
Corne, you do realize, of course, that when you die, your artwork's going to be worth considerably more.
Oh yeah, then the real
cold comfort, cold comfort.
Then the real fame of fortune will start. Just well, I would like to slightly do better than Vincent van Gogh, who died like a poor bastard. But well, at least I'm not world famous, but as you people call me, I'm a famous artist. Well, I'm known to a certain group of art collectors throughout the world, and that's already very fine with me. I can live off it,
Well,
and
for me, that makes you world famous, Corne. And and before, I mean, I had works from you before, so I knew that. And when I originally showed some stuff to Stephen, the first thing he said was, "Let's get this guy on the show." And I said to Stephen, "Watch out!" I said, because you'll become addicted to his art. And he has become addicted to his art, and he's bought some of your art. So there you go.
Well, and if you up for it, David, because you're here in Holland and Stephen is in Austin, which is far away. Perhaps you can join me. I'll find you for this one, just to do the next session in my apartment. You can see in real life what my art is all about, because. As far as I know it, you're living in Rotterdam, right?
Yeah, just south of Rotterdam. Yeah, so not far from you. Yeah, we'll organise something like that.
Yeah. Just please come over, and we say hi to Stephen from the other side.
I should bring a large bag with me so I can steal lots of paintings.
But wait a minute. So what we want, though, and we keep asking all the artists to do this, we need David naked on a bearskin rug with a fireplace behind him.
Right.
Like the old Burt Reynolds pose from the Playgirl in the 70s. That's what we're looking for.
Right.
That is the painting that we need painted of David.
Can I just adjust that statement by saying it's not we, but it's what Stephen would very much like.
You're right.
For whatever reason, we don't know. But if we are going down that road, it needs to be seriously kitsch.
So this is way beyond kitsch, so beautiful that it becomes kitsch again. So that's
there you go.
Full circle.
It makes a full circle back. I think David, what we do, we would auction that to charity, because I have that halfway house for Girls That Don't Go All the Way. So there you go.
So charity for people who are blind, I think it's different, but it could be.
But it doesn't matter.
Could be, I mean, trailer trash style. There you go.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I liked it.
I like that. That is very cute. So, do you have anything else new that you would like to show us, or do you have any shows coming up?
No, I have a show in a theater right next door in Voorburg, where two of my pieces are hanging. And did I send you the video? I'm not sure. Two of my works, which is one of this Ukrainian theme called Rusalka. Which I did last year, and the other one is a Midsummer Night's Dream, a blue one. They're hanging there, and I was about to visit a person in Oostende, Belgium, who wants me over for the. Oh, this is. One moment, I have to call her later back. They have a gallery there, and they want me over in Oostende, which is doable because I can drive to that within a couple of hours from here.
Nice.
And Well, I'm not planning shows for the moment, other than this one here. And well, let's see. And now building my fan base online is something that I crave more than show my work in Paris, for example, because that's it takes a lot of time. I was in at Drents Museum, which is in Assen, which is I think 200-300 miles from here, and for my Frida Kahlo painting. You remember her, right? And and this will cost you a lot of drive to and through, back and forth, and consumes 3 Wednesdays of your time, and just to be able to show her, and of course that's a privilege to be able to be in museum included, and but it's not a very commercial thing, except if you sell it, but if you just exhibit without any revenue you can expect, then I just like to paint at home and just make paintings and drawings that I can show online, which is for me to be more successful than just physical representation in art galleries. Yeah,
very cool. Well, everybody who's listening on the podcast, if you go to Two Old Farts, and it's TWO, not the number 2, on YouTube, just spell it Two Old Farts Making Noises, on a daily basis, you can see Conne's stuff that we put up every single day. It's even on our TikTok channel, if you guys want to see it there. And we tag him so you can go to his stuff. And every day we put up Conne's stuff, so you're more than welcome to take a look at it. If you want to reach out to him, reach to him directly, or you can get a hold of us. And as David likes to say, we'll scroll all his details below so everybody can watch it and see. And then you'll come, hopefully next time we see you, you'll have David with you, and you guys can do a tour of show us some art and the studio. But we always love having you, and it's awesome. And your stuff, once again, absolutely gorgeous.
I'll place David next to this beautiful buttocks of the Alma painting, and have him rosy cheeks. Okay.
But absolutely gorgeous stuff.
Do you want just a final glance at the painting?
Yes, please.
Yeah, sure.
And
while we're just going across to look at this, Corne's going to take us across to look at this painting. I'd just like to say to anybody who's got an art gallery out there, wake up and smell the coffee. Get this guy's stuff on the wall. Show it to your clients, because it's wow.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not being paid to say that. I'm not being paid to say that, guys. You know that. It's because he is incredibly talented. And although he says
David just got my check. I know that.
Oh, thank you,
David, the check cleared. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. It's
for you people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
just, beauty and the kitsch is what it is. Beauty and the
kitsch. Yes. Beauty and the kitsch.
Yeah.
There you go.
That would be a great secret title. I think I like it.
I like that. Beauty and the kitsch. So, Conne, once again, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. Please don't stop sending stuff to us, because we love posting it. And don't be a stranger. Come back more often.
Okay.
So whenever you have time, come back more often.
Next time, David and me will be toasting a whiskey, and you will be smoking. Okay.
I like that. Yeah. And then we're going to run. He's very proud of these ending credits. So stay with us till after the show. Everybody, thank you for listening. If you're watching, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And don't forget, daily, you can see Mr. Akkers' stuff on our channel on the daily art. It comes out about 4 o'clock Eastern time. And this is the ending. It gets very cool.
The ending. Okay.
This is the voiceovers and everything. And then there's going to be some rock and roll here. It's very, very cool. It was very excited. And then we just have people stay for fun. Then here we go. Now David speaks. Watch, it's a ventriloquist act here in a second.
Well, sadly, this is the end of today's show. A really big thank you to everyone who contributed today to the show. And of course, thank you to my co-host, Stephen Oldfart. I'm David Oldfart. Don't forget, subscribe to the show and get all the latest updates from Two Old Farts Making Noises.